were there for the last video, you'll have remembered that we started off the Florida 93 vlogs, just watching what was happening and then me doing the reaction to it. Vlog 1 we covered the day after we got there, because we didn't do a travel vlog, which disappointing, but we didn't know. And that's what I think I've mentioned most in the last video, is the fact that all of this stuff, we had no idea that this would have been used for anybody other than ourselves. So we were capturing moments in time. I think that was just something to bear in mind through the rest of it. We went to Busch Gardens. So that's where we're going to pick it up. We've got this crocodile on the screen there, or an alligator, I don't know the difference. So let's crack on. Of course, Busch Gardens now is a very different place, and I'm looking forward to being there. Let's kick off again. Let's kick off where we left off. And see what happens. So now I know that the alligator crocodile thing has something to do with the nose or the snout, whatever you call them. But I wouldn't be able to tell you otherwise. So the end of the last video is like we're at MGM, and it's like all of a sudden we see this crocodile. I'm sort of pretty sure that wasn't in there, so this has to be, there was no Animal Kingdom, this has to be Tampa. So actually Busch Gardens. So actually I'm still thinking to myself, I think that's where we are. I'll have to we'll have to wait for some more information before we can make that absolute decisive discovery. So this is interesting, isn't it? Because you've got these fish like floating around in the same. I mean, they must be really kind of docile crocodiles, alligator things. How's that happening? Can you like a band playing? I remember that a lot. There was always something, there was always a thing happening. I think that's more prevalent now as well on vlogs that I've seen, is that there's always something, the weenie, which is a Walt Disney trick of guiding you to the next thing. I think that's music is a big part of that, as well as what you see. What fantastic creatures, like dinosaurs. Beautiful. Has that got his mouth open? Oh wow, it's got his mouth open. Oh, there we are. We are definitely on a different day. Look, there's me. What was I saying? There's a duck. There's some birds there. I think that might be what I said. Some birds there. But if you notice there, I was wearing a Malcolm X hat. So that's another thing as well. Malcolm X, and that was, you know what? That's that X. I love that hat. I remember we was in Universal. I was wearing that hat. He's lost. He goes, where's the gone? Oh, that was nice. That was really nice. So I was in this queue, the Back to the Future ride, and this old lady, American, I don't know where she was from, I forget all that, but she asked me what did the X stand for. Look at me. I knew the camera was there. I would have known the camera was there definitely, and I'm just trying to look amazing. My Reebok trainers, loved those. Anyway, what was I saying there? It's the monorail. Where was this then? I swore this was Busch. Well, that's the KUMBA. So this is Busch Gardens, right? Okay, the monorail must have been part of the park. That was such an amazing ride. Still is, isn't it? Still there. Anyway, she asked me what it stood for, and I was really cautious about saying exactly what it was, but I said it's the film Malcolm X, and she just kind of stopped talking to me. I didn't realise what was kind of going on at that point as a 16-year-old. What a ride! And it was sort of record-breaking for the most inversions, or the most loops, is that what you call it? Loops, inversions. This wonderful bit here where it twists across the bridge. Come on, keep on. Oh, there it goes. Isn't that one? And here it comes back again. Absolute glorious. Look at that. That is an astonishing ride. I could feel it then. The roar of the KUMBA. Hear the roar of the KUMBA. You remember? Has anybody ever been on this ride? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? I was watching Theme Park Worldwide, and I think they tried to go on it and it broke down. Maybe I can't remember if they ended up going on it officially. This was a great theme park. Again, I don't really remember much, but I do recall the KUMBA, and I think there was a couple of other rides. It was a surprising theme park. My mum.
Can we have a comment, please?
Amazing, out of this world. And I like coasters. I'm not the biggest coaster fan, but I like them. That was something special. Okay, I'll come to this bit in a second, because I've got a feeling about this. Anyway, going back to, so there's my mum. Now, I did some maths on this. This was 26 years ago. I'm 42 this year, so I'm 42 in a couple of months. My mum was 46 when we filmed this, and that doesn't feel quite right. That I'm only just a few years off from where my mum was when we did that. I don't know why it doesn't feel right. I mean, age, that's how age works. It just doesn't. It feels a bit weird. But my mum, yeah, there you go. So this is all very impressive. And I could watch this, but I do know that seeing this on a video there's something about watching somebody else's version of this that just doesn't quite cut it. I mean, if anything else does, this would be the one thing that you leave out. These are when we went to SeaWorld, I know that's the sort of, at the time at least anyway, your highlight was seeing the animal showcases. So my thought is that I put here the time when you can get to before we come and do something else, which is exactly what I'm going to do. If you want to stay, I'll talk what I want, but I'll be appreciative. I appreciate that you might not want to stick around for this. So I'll either see you in a bit, or you'll be with me now, or you won't even be watching this, and then I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, I do like these things. I do. I'd rather have not have known that they could be potentially cruelly treated. I don't think there's any cruelty involved. What I meant is just that they're in captivity. They shouldn't be, but you just have a look at these things and go, when I say these things, I mean the events, what animals all call things, but I look at these whole things and I think, well, they would do this if they didn't want to, surely? I mean, maybe I'm just naive. And I think that the theme parks of old, the 1920s, that a lot of naivety was involved in that, and therefore that's why you wouldn't have noticed the problems that are involved in that. Now, you see in the background there, this is interesting, isn't it? Cable cars. And I'm just trying to think. You know what? It's another bit of Busch Gardens. Oh, that was effortless. Absolutely effortless. You stole bomb! Is that what he said? The kind of 1990s showbiz. It's fabulous. I don't know if you can hear. I thought as much. I thought they'd probably. Oh, is that the end? Well, that's interesting. I thought it would have gone on for much longer. I seem to remember watching it. What's this? Yeah, I seem to remember watching this a long time ago and thinking that these rides, not rides, what are they called? Events, shows, that they went on for. Maybe I'm thinking of another one, like the SeaWorld ones. Maybe that's it, but they go on for a long time. It's while you're sat in the thing. Oh, I love these rides anyway, but I just don't remember. I've never seen this. Are we on this one? Oh, well, there's Keely and Shelley. Oh, Keely's wearing my hat. So I must be on this. There's my sister. Oh, no, I'm sitting next to my mum on the other side. I waved. You see? Always conscious. Where's the camera? And it's a trait that I don't like. And I wish that I could be a little bit more subtle about it all. But I just found it very hard to contain it. That's a very good rapping. Yeah, I'm just disappointed in myself, really. Oh, you can tell that's a wet ride. That is a wet ride.
Who said they wouldn't get wet?
My mum's like tight perm. I said there,
What was it like?
excellent, and then I think, well done.
Shelley, what was it like?
That's good. It's very embarrassing. I needed to be I think that what would be nice is just to have these things playing back in my head at the time and knowing that you were just an idiot. So more animals. Again, it was a part of it that I recall being it's more of a safari park than anything else than the KUMBA. Safari and KUMBA. I don't remember those rapids at all. Yeah, the wet rides. Oh, here's another one. What's this? Well, I remember this. So what's the idea here? Are we waiting for us to come down? I bet he's waiting for our ride to come down. Kevin mustn't have gone on many. Here we go. Is that us? Holy moly! That is one. Oh, it wasn't us, obviously. That was a big splash. I sort of recall, not necessarily here, but places that had this viewing bridge where the design was, you're gonna get wet. Looks to be a glass thing. The sort of thing that you could, if you wanted to experience it but not get wet. That is some splash. Now, was that ours? Yep. Yeah. That was us. There's my sister. Waving. Oh, did we do this? Oh, right. I don't remember this at all. Like, I barely remember the ride, let alone. Maybe I didn't do it. Yeah, because everybody else is there but me. Why did I do it? Oh, I was there. Oh, I did stand there. Oh, I'm pleased for me. I'm really pleased for me. I was getting really upset there. Do you know, it could have been this place then. I remember there was an occasion where my pockets were soaked because of something like this, and I had to take the money, the notes out of my pocket and dry them in the sun so that they didn't, I guess, rip quite easily. I'm wondering if it was here. I don't know what. I mean, maybe let's say I had like $40 just resting on this wall while the sun heated them up. Maybe it was here. This is actually a steam, like a little, what I see it, kind of a Magic Kingdom. No, Animal Kingdom. Okay, just have no recollection whatsoever. What a lovely park. Oh, that's an orangutan, look. Nice. Nice, I like that. Nice shot.
Oh, that's even worse.
I can hear conversations, I'm trying to... It's my mum. You see, this is what we should have done more of, the playfulness. And look, me. You know what I think? I've only myself to blame. I could have been playful, but I was choosing to be as cool as possible. I was choosing to be the star. It's a regret. It's a massive regret. It's odd seeing yourself. That's not me, right? What I was saying was it's odd seeing yourself. I still can't quite get used to the fact that that was me 26 years ago. It's very, very... And a look into me. Was this what I was like all the time? No idea. No idea. Anyway, there's a couple of things that I definitely remember. In the villa we stayed in, I had the sofa bed. There's only 2 men in the house, me being one of them. So rather than being a girl's room, it made loads of sense. But the other factor was that I was able to watch the TV all night, American TV, and actually there was a lot of British comedy on, which was great and made me feel really proud as well. But waking up in the morning, I would set an alarm so I could make use of the whole day. It's something I still do now, actually. And I set my alarm, let's say it was for 7 o'clock. Around that time, Dream Lover by Mariah Carey would always be on. And Meatloaf's I'll do anything for love, but I won't do love. It's interesting because now I'm following this family thinking, oh, who were they? But I think he was just doing a kind of like, let's just pan the camera this way. I might be being a bit hard on myself, you know. Maybe I did want attention. It was like a really tough time. I think I thought I had a lot more to offer than... And you realise, you know, you're in a place. And my mum was very playful there. Look. You know, she just... Yeah. I think maybe I was just very excited first few days of this holiday. And I thought I could make an impression for the camera. I don't think there's anything sinister in that. I would do it for time. Now then, this is a different day. Should we leave that there? Do you know what? I'm going to leave it there. I'm just thinking, what is the time? What's left to go? I don't know how long the next video is, so we're just going to leave it there. Quick reminder, that was Busch Gardens, 1993, about September time. No, it was October. It was definitely October because we left on Halloween or the day after Halloween. Join me for the next one where I can't remember what we were just about to see. What was the next bit? I paused it. Wait there. Oh, right, okay. Looks like we're going to Magic Kingdom for this one. Okay, that's going to be exciting, isn't it? Right, okay. I mean that genuinely. A lot of people accuse me of sounding more sarcastic than I actually am. But I think we are going to Magic Kingdom next. So yeah, okay. Join us, join me, join us, join you. Join me, join them. Join everybody. Ta-ra!